we will, and I'm guessing that a lot of people have questions about Avenue Supermarts right now. As things stand right now, despite the 14% increase, we're still about 24% off the life highs or 52-week highs. So what is the potential upgrade that you see in the price right now if you buy right now? Is that the call that you have on Avenue Supermarts?
Hi, good morning to all of you. See, talking about this counter, we don't have a buy rating as of now because we really want to see whatever quarterly results company has given. So I want to see them in their financial performance as well. So I think it is a better and a safer strategy to wait for the results to come in and then make entry to this counter, because we should not forget the fact that now it is getting a stiff competition from this quick e-commerce companies. So that is one of the point which always be there with the D-Mart group, and it will always be a concern for the company's growth. On the other hand, I think that this private label brand, and I mean, because they are having so many private label items in their stores as well. So that is always giving D-Mart an edge over the competitors, because in the private label, we know that almost 25% of their revenue comes from that segment. So that is the major segment which can always give a edge to the company. So I mean, if I mix all the factors, one positive, one negative, I am of the view that it's better to hold the stock right now rather than making entry into this counter. Although our initial price target are somewhere around 4,400 to 4,500, but for anyone to make a fresh entry into this counter, it is better to wait for the results, let the results come in, and then make an entry into this counter, because then it will be a safer strategy. This is what we believe.
Right, so wait for the results is the view coming in from Astha on Avenue Supermarts. Moving on to the first query of the day, Deepu from Bengaluru has around 600 odd shares of Corp bought at the levels of 350, and he wants to know that with the recent news, should I book a loss or hold from a longer term perspective? Today also the stock has seen a beating of roughly 10%. Currently it's down around 8%, and the person is sitting on a loss of 72,000. Just to give context, Corp basically had 32% share in the Navi Mumbai land deal, which was kind of bought by Reliance at 1628, but the valuations were at 2,200. So the price at which it was bought was much lower than the valuation of the land, which is why the stock is seeing a beating. And Corp also informed the stock exchanges that the Dronagiri Infra will undertake 99.76 capital reduction to return capital to its owners. Astha, I'll stick with you for this one. Do you think that holding Corporation makes sense at this point of time?
See, I think the news which came was really negative. And in fact, what I am seeing right now is that their price to earning multiples are also at a very high level. So the kind of valuation the stock is getting, it is on the higher side. So my idea here is rather than holding this stock, it's better to partially exit from this counter, because what we believe that the news came in has really impacted the sentiment, and I think that will really impact the financial performance in the coming quarter as well. So we are not very much positive on this counter. So one can partially exit this counter, and partially they can remain invested just on the hope, because results are around the corner. So let's see the results and then make the remaining strategies. So this is what we are recommending right now: partially exit from this counter.
All right, we've got our first caller for the day. We've got A. Mohan calling us from Telangana. Morning, Mr. Mohan. How can we help you today?
Good morning, sir. Thank you. Thanks for giving a good response, sir.
It's our pleasure. Please go ahead.
Sir, I bought Reliance Industries shares for 1,400. For 1,400, I got 60 shares, sir.
Okay.
Now I want to sell this shares and I want to buy the Amar Raja batteries. Is it a good decision or not? Just please clarify.
Okay. Mr. Mohan, you'll have to help me with a couple of things. When you bought it, what was the time horizon that you had? How long did you want to hold it?
I want to hold it for 6 months to 1 year.
Understood. Okay, so since this is a short-term question, let me take it to Kushal Gandhi. Kushal, thanks for waiting by, and sorry to keep you waiting. Reliance Industries, first stock of the day, 1,400 is the buy price. 60 shares has been bought. Would you sell and buy Amara Raja batteries?
Speaking of Reliance, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I mean, for Reliance, I have a neutral view. The stock remains sideways right now. It's right in the demand zone. I'm not expecting a quick recovery, but since he's holding, he should hold it, but should not average it. I'm expecting Reliance to consolidate between the current market price and up till 1326 levels. So I think Reliance may remain range bound for a few weeks to months. So yeah, it's going to be sideways trend, but you can definitely hold it.
Right, we have our next query on Eicher Motors, Dipanjali from Mumbai, and before I take her query, she's written that I appreciate NDTV Profit to create very interactive platform to get top analyst reviews on our portfolio.
Very sweet of her.
Yeah, Dipanjali, thank you so much for those kind words. Her question is on Eicher Motors. She's looking for a long-term perspective, and she's holding around 100 shares bought at 2,200 levels, and she's sitting on a significant profits of around 3 lakh odd rupees. Asa, I'll come to you on this one. Should she keep holding Eicher Motors in her portfolio?
Yes, I believe one can remain invested in this counter for further upside from here. Now, the reason being, we all know that it is the leader in 250cc motorcycle segment. And in fact, it has a market share of more than 90%. So I think in that segment. So I think with the new product launches and the kind of marketing activity this company is undertaking, that will really help the company in posting better performance going ahead. Why I'm talking always about financial performance, because these are the real standards on which the price momentum mainly takes place in any counter. So I always look after that how the activities taken by the company will help in improving financial performance. And I think these activities will really help the company to go upside from here, especially in the stock price momentum wise. So remain invested in the counter with a price target of 5,700.
Remain invested with a price target of 5,700 on Eicher Motors from Astha.